on patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show, whether it's on the app on your phone or your computer or whatever. Over 2,000 hours of bonus content, controversial content you never heard on YouTube, like the Corrupted Podcast, my morning podcast, my podcast with my wife, my podcast with Jake and JB and everybody else over the years. There's hundreds of different shows on patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show. And all we need is 5, 15, or 25. 5, 15, or 25. All I need is 5, 15, or 25 to help us stay alive. 5, 15, or 25. 5, 15, or 25. All I need is 5, 15, or 25. Help me stay alive. 5, 15, or 25. 5, 15, or 25. 5, 15, or 25. Help me stay alive. 5, 15, or 25. 5, 15, or 25. 5, 15, or 25. Keep the show alive. 5, 15, or 25. All I need is 5, 15, or 25. All I need is 5, 15, or 25. Help us stay alive. 5, 15, or 25. 5, 15, or 25. All I need from you. What are you gonna do? 5, 15, or 25. 5, 15, or 25. All I need is 5, 15, or 25. Keep me alive. Think about signing up right now on patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show. You can even sign up for $1, but we really would like you to sign up under the 5, 15, or 25 spot. Plus, we have $50 patrons and the insane $100 a month patrons. If you're $25, you're a producer of the show.
I'm gonna gargle your piss!
Joe, if you're listening, you stupid fuck. He looks like one of those guys from Long Island that wants to be a white rapper, but he's 30-something years old, lives in his parents' basement with the droopy cap and the whatever, but he thinks he's Howard Stern, and he's got a cool way of talking in the microphone. And he's a shock jock or whatever, and somehow or another he accumulates followers on Twitter. It's fucking pathetic. So please, nobody listen to anything involving a guy named Joe Cronin, because it's just so fucking sad.
Moxley's bleeding again, baby. I love it when Moxley bleeds. When Moxley bleeds, I come. Just gonna straight up say it. When Moxley bleeds, I come. Hey, Chad, how you doing? Everybody get hard, get wet, get weird. Let's go.
This is the most mature audiences only shit you've ever heard. Period. From Boston. Broadcasting all
from
over
Bangladesh.
The world. Send the soy boys home. Cause we ain't gonna sugarcoat shit.
Drop down, let me give it to you.
This is the Joe Cronin Show. Now, here's Joe Cronin. Joe Cronin.
Yeah. It's making me hard right now, let me tell you that. I will tell you about the big one. How's everybody doing? AEW Dynamite's over. I gotta be honest. What'd you think about it? Anybody feel good about AEW Dynamite tonight or loving it? How are we feeling? We're going into Revolution, which, dude, I'm almost thinking about, let me go down to the theater, bro. They're playing this at the theater coming up. And I'm like, you know what? Maybe I'll go down to the theater. Because that'd be kind of cool. Dynamite, go see this at the theater. I wonder how many people are going to be there, guys. I mean, my local theater is pretty small. Like, it's a small area. Like, I almost can't imagine a bunch of people being there. Like, I feel like I'll be in a theater with, like, 8 other people. Drop the donation link in the chat for you guys that want to participate in that. How's everybody doing? Guys, if you can, click that like button. Let's get that thing up to like 200 likes if we can. All right, we'll get the poll going too. I didn't know there was that many Polish people here, Joe. Oh. That cracked me up, bro. Who doesn't want to see... I mean, dude, I want to see Eddie Vedder's dick, don't you? I'm talking about the Pearl Jam Eddie Vedder, you know? Oh, rise, she's rising. Protocol out higher. Woo! I feel like I get something in my throat, like right here. It's fucking killing me. I need a cough drop or something. Maybe I have one of those. It's funny because Leah mentioned this earlier. She was talking about the when you get those things in the back of your throat. You know those big white chunk things. I had them when I was like, I don't know, like 12 or something. And I remember I was like, something's wrong. And they looked in my throat and they were like, oh, you got these. And then they pulled them out and they were like these big calluses of nasty. Like, it was crazy. I didn't even know that could happen to you. And I remember I was like, that's nuts. And I've just been feeling weird all night tonight, man. I literally had an anxiety attack in the middle of AEW Dynamite. So I've been like, while I was starting this show, I was still catching up on finishing the end of the show because I was so far behind on a couple of things. I don't know why, dude, but it hit me. I all of a sudden had a massive anxiety attack, and I didn't want to have it. I was sitting there like, oh, stop this, stop happening, and it wouldn't stop happening, and I couldn't focus on the show for like a little bit. So I just finished it up there as I let this intro just drone on. If you're wondering, like sitting there like, why is he letting this introduction just keep fucking continuing on? So sorry about that, everybody. I am really sorry. But I had to let it out. And I gotta, you know what? I gotta give it up for Allison Tuckwab. Because Allison Tuckwab, man, she dropped a hard one. Where is this fucking thing? Let's see if we can find it. We gotta find it. It's in here somewhere. Oh, I saw your grandma on. Let's see what Allison said, because I think she just dropped this a few minutes ago. All right, guys, we're going to go to the Super Chats real quickly. I want to get to Allison's question. And before we get into AEW, it looks like, because Allison dropped a sweaty one in here. Allison Tuckwab, somebody play a song for Allison, because she dropped $50. And in typical Allison fashion, too. Because it wasn't about AEW Dynamite. Oh, no. In the chat right now, do you know what Allison's question was about? Because I know what it was about, and it wasn't about AEW Dynamite. You know what it was about. Play the Big Neck song for Allison dropping $50 in a super chat. Play it. Play that shit.
Better have respect for my neck. You looked at yours, compared and wept. My neck's so big, I get extra breath. Breathing in my lungs won't accept. I can fit 1,000 cocks down my throat, I still don't choke. Big ass jaw, make the girls go, ah. That's the biggest damn neck that you ever saw. Think that's big, wait till you see my balls. My balls, nah. Biggest neck you ever saw. Fucking nah. Biggest neck you ever saw. Nah.
Allison, $50 drop.
Nah. Biggest neck you ever saw. Fucking nah. Biggest neck you ever saw. Nah. Better have respect for my neck. You looked at yours, compared and wept. My neck's so big, I get extra breath. Breathing in my lungs won't accept. I can fit 1,000 cocks down my throat, I still don't choke. Big ass jaw, make the girls go, ah. That's the biggest damn neck that they ever saw. Think that's big, wait till you see my bar.
All right, Allison, thank you.
Biggest neck you ever saw.
Allison dropping the near $50. I know I am off topic, but Packers need to move on and forget about Aaron. Put Jordan in. Don't hold the Packers hostage. He's doing exactly what he said he wasn't going to do. Monkey see, monkey do. Learned from the best teacher, Brett Favre. Allison, that's a great point. I would have double bagged it. I might have double bagged it. That's fucking hilarious, Allison. Calling out Brett Favre. Allison Tuckwab, dropping the $49.99. Allison, thank you so much. Mwah! I love you. Love to your family and everybody, too. Thank you so much for dropping that bomb and taking my mind off AEW Dynamite for a second, because I've been watching for the last 2 hours. So, we're going to get to Revolution. I'm going to read the chat in a minute. I know some people have some things to say, and I want to see what you guys are talking about. Real quick, let me scroll through the chat and just get the vibe of what's going on in here. I will read the chat right now, just real quickly. Let's see what pops up for us here. We got... And by the way, thanks for putting up with my song at the beginning about Patreon. Think about becoming a patron, guys, if you can. We really need you to become a $5, $15, or $25 patron on Patreon. We only need about 100 of you to go right now and do that tonight, or become a member. If you don't donate, if you don't do anything, but you got $2, the one thing you could do if you want is click the membership down below button and become a member to the channel. That'll give you a few perks, unlock a few secret videos, and it will probably just make you feel sexy having the green wrench, you know what I mean, or whatever, the green logo in the chat. I don't know. It does very little, but it does a little. So feel free to do that if you'd like to. I just got to plug that real quick. But really, jump over to patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show and get ready for my podcast coming in the morning. My exclusive podcast. It's back. It's back. It's going to be there for you. It's going to go up on Patreon, and it's going to be there for you early in the morning for all you early birds going to work. If you want to listen to me blabber about some things, about the world, life, and a couple of random things, and your questions that I posted on Patreon, well, about 150 of you guys will get to hear that in the morning. So become a patron now. You'll get to hear that. Even if you're a $2 patron, you will hear it, but I do recommend $5, $15, or $25 if you can. And if you're $25, you become a producer. Anyway, I'm ready to start the review. I'm sorry. The promotion's over. I know that was annoying. I'm sorry, guys. I had to plug for a bit here. I haven't done it in a while. And it's the first of the month, too. So a really dangerous time for Daddy Joe. So I plugged it. Let me read the rest of the chat like I said I was gonna. And we'll get to the super chats and donations and everything that's going off. I'm sure people have done it already. I'll get to them in a second. Apollo the Leader. Glad to see Hobbs got a moment. Yeah, because Hobbs was kind of like, Hobbs was coming up, and then he was pushed back, and then he comes up, and then he get pushed back. Then he sort of got lost again recently. So he gets something again. I mean, the guy is back and forth. You know what I mean? And this has been issues with several people in AEW. Wardlow, Hobbs, Miro for a little bit. Now Miro's just gone completely, but I mean, for a while it was back and forth and up and down and all over the place. I'm going to put a poll up in a few minutes to vote on what you guys thought of Dynamite tonight, though. The Librarian was featured. That says it all, says Derek Johnson in the chat. Mark McLovin says it was okay. By the way, thanks to Arushin Chu. He just became a patron earlier today. $5 patron. Arushin Chu, welcome back, man. Former producer, big guy. Thank you, Apollo the Leader. Jennifer Muppet Baby says the tag team battle royal thing was a mess. One team came out in 1 minute, another team at 2 minutes. One was at 45 seconds, and OC and Danhausen came out at 3:45. Really? I was so fucked up and weird that I didn't even realize that. I mean, it didn't seem right, but I thought maybe I was missing the rules of it or something. If that's the case, Jesus. Mark McLovin's going to be at Monday Night Raw. Really? I could be there. Dude, I'm almost like so bored with Raw, I almost do want to go just because it would be funner. I have no money, though. I will not go to Raw. I have no money to go to Raw. Not a chance. I literally I might have $50 I'm not even kidding, which is crazy. I think that's the least amount of money. Well, no, recently I did overdraft, but this has been I haven't overdrafted in my bank account since 2015, 14. I think 15 or maybe 15. 2015. So yeah, I'm not going to Raw. I am not going to Raw. I would like to go to Raw. I'm not going to Raw. I mean, I wouldn't like to go, really. Do you know what I mean? I wouldn't even like to go. You know, if I was killing it everywhere, all right, I'll go. I'll go to Raw. I'm not going to go to Raw. First of all, I'd get out of work and I'd have to zoom right there to Raw. Second of all, I'll probably catch COVID. Fuck that. I'll just stay home. Fuck it. I'll just stay home. But you have fun at Raw, man. I will miss all you guys, all the Boston people, and everybody that I normally would see there that I haven't seen in 3 years or something like that. Have fun. If you're going, it's probably better than watching on TV. We know that, so I guess. Except for if you go to the draft. I'll never forget that. Never again. Boy, is the draft atrocious to watch in person. That is just a nightmare thing in person. Fuck, it sucks in person. Because it's like you're just sitting there watching people talking at a podium and you can't really hear 100% everything they're saying. And you're just like, oh my God, this is probably cool for people at home maybe, but Jesus. Like, yeah, no. Never again. Never go to a draft show. If there ever is a draft again, don't go to a draft show. AEW Dynamite opens up with Big Bill and Orange Cassidy. And I was like, oh. First of all, I swear I just saw this match. Did we see this last week, or am I retarded? Like, I don't know. I might be crazy. Anyway, there we go. I went through some of the chat. Everybody else is here. Derek Hance is here. How you doing, Billy boy? I ain't going to Raw. You have to pay me to go to Raw. You pay me, I'll go to Raw. WWE, you pay me, even though my channel's like dead compared to like the people that you would pay to go see Raw. WWE, you pay me to go see Raw, I'll go see Raw. You get that, WWE? You pay me, I'll go see Raw. Thank you, Joe, but I'm from Boston too. I know you are. That's because obviously you're going. We're right here. You should go see the fucking Bruins. The way the Bruins are tearing it up. We should all go see the Bruins. Allison Tuckwa. Let's go to another donation.
I'm gonna leave this briefcase.
Oh, shit.
I'ma leave this briefcase.
She's on a fucking roll tonight.
I'ma leave this briefcase right here.
Allison.
I'ma leave this briefcase
Takwa.
right here. I'ma leave this briefcase right here.
Damn,
Son,
Allison, look at her.
Run, you fat bitch.
Run up.
Run, you fat bitch. Run, you fat
Allison
bitch.
is going beast mode tonight.
Run, you fat bitch.
Suck it, Brett Favre.
Run, you fucking fat bitch. Don't you think I'm a fucking terrorist?
Am I a terrorist? Am I a terrorist? Yo, terrorize my pit.
Your tracks today.
Never run so hard in all your damn life.
You better run. Shit is gonna blow. You better run.
Run,
bitch,
you
ho.
fat bitch.
Why does you swear and to block it out? They never used to know they knew. How do you doing that? Because WWE is doing something and they're competing.
Well, it's the new ownership of TBS or whatever. So we talked about this a while back, but the reason is because new ownership took over the channel. So the network is changed. The people, so Allison and anybody that doesn't remember this or know this, the people that wanted to bring AEW to TBS, those people are gone. There's a different regime in charge of TBS right now. And so when they came in, they were like, whoa, like the previous people didn't really care too much about the swearing, and they were like, okay, yeah, it's a little crazy. You can have one shit and, or like, it was like two shits or two, they were supposedly able to have two hard swears. You can't say fuck. That is not okay. The F word is not all right still. But you can say shit twice. And bitch and ass. So you get two shits. Things like that. And you can get away with ass and dick and things like that. But bitch, but they wanted to be careful. So then what happened is they took over, and then all hell broke loose. Like somebody said the F word, it got through. People were saying shit every second. There was like 6 shits. And so the network was like, all right, stop that. What the fuck are you doing? So the network the new network was like, what is this wrestling show doing that we have? So things changed a little bit. But it's seemingly they're kind of back to being able to do it enough, or they're just taking the they're just taking the fine. I don't know, but they seemingly now have an agreement. And yeah, MJF went nuts, I believe, right when the network had taken over. I think right when the new regime took over TBS was like coming up on MJF flipping the fuck out.
I'm gonna gargle your piss!
And that's when MJF said, you fucking Mark.
You fucking Mark!
And so that right there, that was, and so the new network regime had just taken over. And then all of a sudden this happens.
You fucking Mark!
I'm being told that UFC does not want the WWE. That's a dead thing. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe we're all wrong. I don't know. But from what I understand, that UFC thing is out the window right now. It's not happening. But I could never see. But then again, you know what I mean? I don't know. Why is there some slap face show going on? You know what I mean? So maybe they do want to buy it. But I think maybe Dana White's a separate entity. That slap show, maybe Dana White's. You know what I mean? Since Dana White doesn't really, he sort of like is the face of UFC and the guy who runs it, but he's not the owner of it anymore. So maybe he wanted to be the owner of something, and that's what slap fight is or whatever it is. I don't know, and I don't watch it. Shit bum.
Dynamite was very sloppy tonight but entertaining. Hangman isn't believable. Refs holding ladder for Hobbs looked ridiculous. Wardlow has 0 momentum 6.
Yeah, I don't get the referees holding the ladders, but I mean, they gotta. I mean, they have to, like, be careful. You know what I mean? Yo, Leah's having, like, some kind of crazy luck right now in Diablo. Like, she's found 12 primals in a couple of days here. Like, this is ridiculous. She's found, like, fucking 5 primals today. I don't know what the fuck she's got going on her computer. Like, she's cheating or something. I don't know what the fuck. Alex Oli, thank you for the $5 and becoming a $5 shit bum. Wardlow has 0 momentum. Yeah, I mean, have we ever seen a guy? It's like this guy has all this momentum. Everybody's into him like fucking Wardlow, yeah. And then just dead. Just Wardlow dead. Like, it's so weird what they've done to Wardlow. And Sammy Guevara almost died tonight because of that new guy who beat Chris Jericho. I mean, that Falcon Arrow, bro. What the fuck was that? That did not seem to go the right way. You know, that Falcon Arrow off the top ladder, it looked like everybody got hurt. You know, that was crazy. That was fucked up. Buffalo Bill versus Orange Cassidy was all right. It was a little goofy and whatever, and I didn't love it. And then Moxley comes on and cuts a bloody promo in the staircase, looking like a goddamn psychopath. And then they hang the Sonic ring up in the air. And these guys just have a sort of a fucking crash test dummy fucking goddamn ladder match or whatever you want to call it. I mean, this was just fucking all-out retardedness. How somebody didn't die, I won't understand.
What are you pointing at? I'm not your barber. You don't come up here and go catch another fade, Hobbs. He's on his way here.
By the way, Aubrey, could you at least stop holding onto the ladder after the guy leaves 10 minutes later?
Live from Sacramento, California. Look at this hit on the ladder. Bam! Just taking out the catch Excalibur. It will be Powerhouse Hobbs.
Powerhouse Hobbs knocks the ladder down. He goes and stands on. All the referees hold it like idiots. Like, dude, what is this? What are they doing? What are they doing? I mean, is this a seance? What are they doing? Why are they... What the fuck?
Wardlow or Samoa Joe for the TNT Championship.
And then after Hobbs wins and holds up the Sonic ring, he goes down to go after him. And guess what? He leaves. All the referees let go of the ladder. Look at this. He's off the ladder and fucking cunt Aubrey fucking whatever her name is still holding onto the ladder. You look fucking like an asshole. All the referees, what the fuck are you doing? And why is Aubrey still holding the ladder? Like, dude, you should know that when he stands up at the top is when he needs the ladder held. And on TV, it's going to look ridiculous if you're holding the ladder when he comes down. Look at the other referees. Almost all the other referees skedaddled. Except for that other referee who's kneeling still. But he'll take his hands off the ladder in a second. But look. Now Hobbs is now gone. First of all, Hobbs hasn't been on the ladder in a while. He got off the ladder. Why the fuck are you still holding this ladder like this? You fucking idiots. Look at this. Hobbs is now almost away from it. She's still touching the ladder. And the guy on the bottom is still touching it. Why? Why are they still touching the ladder? That was beyond retardism. I don't know what they were thinking. I don't know, bro. That was just, what are you doing? But it is what it is. Hobbs wins. Jericho, this fucking feud that never ends that I don't care about between these two.
That revolution from the Chase Center in San Francisco on
Here, let's hear from it though.
Shut your mouth! Starks on Sunday, right here in this crappy town of San Francisco. I'm gonna beat the hell out of you, one-on-one, because the Jericho Appreciation Society not allowed at ringside on Sunday doesn't mean that they're not here at ringside tonight.
Wait a minute, here they are. Oh, Daniel Garcia and Jake Hager. But Ricky Starks just completely outnumbered 3-1.
Oh, that hat. And look at this.
He had no choice but to just try to fight back, but it's a 3-on-1 beat down here.
Man, they're going to try to prevent him from going to the Chase Center on Sunday. They're going to try to prevent him from going to Revolution on Sunday.
That's right. Starks trying to fight it off, but Jake Hager is overwhelming power by Jake Hager.
And they beat the shit out of Ricky Starks, which is not too bad, and not a bad idea. And then we're going to get a Hangman promo. And, of course, Hangman, they have to film the promo because we all know what happens if Hangman has to cut a promo in the center of the ring. Somewhere after midnight in my wildest fantasy, somewhere just beyond my reach, there's someone reaching back for me. Racing on the thunder, the Soundwave 92, rising with the heat. It's gonna take a Superman to sweep me off my feet. I need a hero. I'm holding out for a hero till the end of the night. And he's gotta be strong and he's gotta be fast. He's gotta be fresh from the fight. I need a hero. I'm holding out for a hero till the morning light. And he's gotta be sure, he's gotta be soon. He's gotta be larger than life, larger than life. I need a hero. I'm holding out for a hero till the end of the night.
Better show than the past few weeks but was still mid.
Yeah.
Ton of botches tonight, including the refs having to hold the ladder for Hobbs to grab the cock ring and the audio fuck up on Bryan's promo to close the show. Moxley bleeds more than he sweats 6/10.
Oh, I hate to do it, but me and Soundwave are like brothers. You know what I mean? Even though I'm a bit older than Soundwave. Me and Soundwave are like brothers. It's like we're almost always on the same page. Sometimes we're off by like a 0.5. There's been a couple times, actually, where we've been in a little bit of a different place, but we're so close, man. Soundwave, what is up, dude? I haven't actually spoken to you in so long. I got to see you someday somewhere, man. It's been so long. I had a fun time last time I saw you. It was like, can you believe I saw Soundwave on the second episode ever of Dynamite live in Boston? That was crazy. That was like 3 years ago now. It's crazy how time has flown by. But yeah, man, a Soundwave 92, thank you so much, man. Dropping the $40 after Allison Tuckwab's $49.99 bomb as well. Thank you. But yeah, I do think that I'm at about a 6. I think this was slightly better maybe than the last couple of weeks. Maybe by a 0.5 better than... I think I'd agree with you with that maybe by like a 0.5 better. But not much. William Belcher says, no one can save anything on wrestling. People, it's basically dead. It is in trouble right now. I don't feel that pumped up for Revolution. It feels like they're going through good enough wrestling motions right now, but it's like, when Jericho is cruising sometimes, like he is right now, where sometimes Jericho feels like must-see TV, and like, oh, we got to see Jericho, man. Who knows what the hell. But then there's other times where it's like Jericho just is like in cruise control mode. This build-up to Revolution and what's coming up here at Revolution, it feels like we're in cruise control. It just feels like we're like, all right, man. I can't explain it, but it just feels like we're in a bit of cruise control. But I did like some of the stuff. Some of it. Let's hear what Christian says.
Earlier today, and I don't think he meant anything by it, but Alex said that if this was the end of Mox and me, then weren't I just a little bit afraid of losing? Look at me, man. This match, this is all I got left to lose. I had the AEW World Championship and I lost that. I had another shot at Mox and you took that away from me. You can't take my friends away from me. You already beat Uno within an inch of his life last week. You can't take my memory from me, it's gone. You can't take away the feeling in the tips of my fingers because I ain't got it no more, Mox. And you can't take away my heart because you couldn't carry it. This Sunday, John, I take everything away from you.
He wrote that down.
I take your spot at the top of the food chain here. I take away your pride in blood and violence, and at the end of the throes of war, I, not you, I am the man left standing. And you're right, I'm not the same kind of animal as you. I don't enjoy violence, I hate it. I hate it to its core.
And then he spit. I don't know why, but the spit, bro. What the fuck?
Sunday, I will be the most violent and bloodthirsty son of a bitch that you have ever seen. Not in spite of that, but because of it. Because that is who I know I will have to be to beat you. And beating you is the last glimmer of hope that I do have.
Have anyone ever noticed that his promos are always full of contradictions? Does anyone realize this? The last time when I made fun of his promo against CM Punk, it was fucking full of seeming contradictions. It once again feels like it's a contradiction. He's like, I don't like violence and all that stuff, and I wouldn't do that, but I'll have to do that against you. It's like, all right. It would be more interesting if he said you need violence, you need blood, you need all that stuff. You can try that, and maybe I'll be bloody, maybe I'll be broken, maybe who knows what will happen to me. But all I got to do is beat you. And I've done far worse than maim you, than make you bleed. See, John, you have this obsession. You don't care if you bleed, and you want to make me bleed. You talk about breaking my bones, crushing my skull, hurting my body, destroying my soul, my life, whatever it is. You talk about all that stuff. But in the bottom line is, I just have to beat you. And I know that when I beat you, something inside of you dies. Something inside of you pops. So we may both bleed on Sunday. I may be bloody, you may be bloody, we may have broken bones and bruised ribs and bruised muscles. But in the end, you're going to be the only one with a bruised ego, with a chip on your shoulder. And I'll be the one standing on top of that mountain, because it is going to be death for you, Moxley, on Sunday. The death of your ego when you realize that you just got beat by a cowboy butterfly. And the fact of the matter is, Moxley, you ain't ready for cowboy shit. Whatever that is. What's cowboy shit to this guy? Adam Page. I can't remember his name. I don't remember his name. Hangman's fucking retarded.
Have here, John. This is Texas death. And there's only two ways out. Either you live or you die. And I ain't done living. John, after Sunday.
You live or you die, and I ain't done living. What the fuck are you talking about, bro? What are you talking about? What the fuck?
This is Texas death. And there's only two ways out. Either you live or you die. And I ain't done living. John, after Sunday, you'll never be the same.
See, he didn't really say anything. He just was like, you'll never be the same. You either live or die. He wrote this whole thing down and thought it was cute. He wrote this like a fucking poem. Did you hear what I said? I just made up what I said. I just used practicality. You know, John, your vengeance for blood, your vengeance for destruction and stomping and broken, that's going to be your downfall. You take it so literally, Texas death match. You know, like it's just like he should have gone in the other route. Like, oh, it's going to be your death is going to be in your mind from what I do to you. You won't be the same, but it's not that I'm going to break your bones. It's not that you're going to bleed, which you probably will, but it's going to be the death of your ego. One of the most important things a wrestler can have, and an all-star entertainer, a sports figure, an MVP can have is his ego, his confidence. When I take that from you in the Texas death match, you're going to remember it forever. You'll never, ever ask for a Texas death match again, because if you hear Texas death match, that's all you're going to remember is your failure. I mean, like, he could have gone into all that sort of stuff and really got sort of psychological, like, okay, Dean, John Moxley is going to be like, I'll kill you, I'll bloody you, I'm going to smash you and rip you into shit. Okay, everybody knows death matches like that. John Moxley then says he's going to do that. So how can I cut a promo that's different? Well, I'm going to talk about John Moxley's mentality of the whole thing, and I'm going to go psychological. But Hangman didn't do that here. He cut like a cutesy promo. Like, I'm such a cutesy pants. You know what? I'm actually can kick your butt. How about that? Do you know that? I actually can kick your butt. Because they say that only a cowboy rides alone, but I ride with all my experience, and then I go into the Texas and I'm a do. He wrote this shit. He's gonna be great in WWE. Because WWE will write this gobbly fucking gook shit, and he's gonna spit it right out. He could probably be like Seth Rollins, where he'll be able to go out and just cut like these WWE written promos, and he'll be fine because this was clearly written. You know, he wrote this and was like, this is really cool. Dude, this is the guy who is like, you ever have a friend who like loved Metallica and now he's a guitar player and he's writing lyrics, but he's not really a good lyricist. He just like thinks he can write lyrics, but he really can't, or at least it's just not that good, right? Maybe it's good for him, but it's not that good. He just clearly likes like Metallica or like a metal band or something like that, and he writes, the lyrics are like, the scars of my soul burn for eternity. I was imprisoned by your memory. As the blackness fades over my eyelid shape, my whole body quivers with anger. Anger, anger, anger. I feel it. The anger rushing, the anger. Eclipse my heart with the pain you gave. I'll be your slave. Like, and you're like, okay, what the fuck is this? Like, that's what this reminds me of. He's like writing a promo in the back, like, this is really good shit, man. Oh my god, this line about being a horse, like, oh my god.
Away from you, I take your spot at the top of the food chain here. I take away your pride in blood and violence, when at the end of the throes of war, I, not you, I am the man left standing. And you're right.
He kind of mentioned it right there a little bit. He said, I take away your pride in like all the war and the fighting. He's sort of like, it's like he mentioned that, but he didn't even go into it like I was doing.
Right, I'm not the same kind of animal as you. I don't enjoy violence, I hate it. I hate it to its core. But this Sunday, I will be the most violent and bloodthirsty son of a bitch that you have ever seen. Not in spite of that, but because of it. Because that is who I know I will have to be to beat you. And beating you is the last glimmer of hope.
See, I wish he didn't say that. I wish he didn't say, I'm going to have to go there because that's what it's going to take. I wish he was more like focused on, like, do you understand what this victory is going to do to you when I beat you? And yeah, I might be bloody and you'll be bloody and we'll all be beaten up, and make no mistake about it, it's a Texas death match. I get that. And boy, does it sound like it plays to your advantage. But actually, John, I think it plays to mine. You know, and he could go into that psychological part. Since John went after the whole kill, stab, beat, blood, blah, 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 he could have gone the sort of intellectual, psychological route. And that would have been interesting if he sort of went psychological. But he really just didn't say a lot here. He, you know, as much as... So Moxley's promo was better because Moxley was kind of like somewhat scary. You know, he was bleeding all over his face. He's like, I'll fucking tear you up. I'll fucking kill people. I'll fucking do what I gotta do. I'll eat my own baby in front of you. You know, like he was going nuts, right? But Hangman is just like, just cuts this sort of fly-by-night promo. Anyway, let's move on. Because, you know, I mean, we can only just shit on fucking poor Hangman so much here. You know what I'm saying? Shit bum.
Go to the theater fun, also cheaper than buying PPV.
Alex Oli, that's a good point. The other good point is the theater, you know, theater's 5 minutes away. So I can, as soon as the pay-per-view ends, I can literally just run out of the theater, hop in the car, drive like 2 seconds to my house, and start the stream. So I could maybe do it. I don't know, though, because I don't know if I can do it because I don't know, like, I don't know if I can. How much is the theater? I mean, I guess, I mean, maybe I'll do it. I don't know. I might have a couple bucks Friday, so maybe. We'll see. It's $50 in the theater? Oh, fuck. Maybe not. Maybe I won't do it. Fuck me, dude. That's a lot. So they pay $50. What do they pay? They probably have to pay more for, like, hosting the event, right? What do they pay, like $300 or something? They pay like, or maybe it's more. Is it more? I don't even know. Or do they just do it and don't even care about it? I don't know. I do want to see Cocaine Bear. We've been talking about Cocaine Bear for months. I mean, what was it like 4 months ago? We talked about Cocaine Bear and Violent Night and everything, and we were like, man, these fucking movies are going to be great. I mean, I'm pumped.
You raised a piece of shit.
Joe.
Yes.
My local theater charging $30 for Revolution.
Ooh.
I rather pay $50 and have my own food and shitter nearby or just steal it. If Chris Benoit is wrestling in hell, he's won more matches there than Dark Order has won on Earth. Hangman's frilly jacket is...
Oh. Fuck makers of Cheez-Its. Okay. I still love eating Cheez-Its.
You raised a piece of shit.
Magpul Mike. Pull! Magpul, thank you so much, bro, for becoming a member. Breaking news, Eddie Kingston just said he quit. He did? Well, that's not real, though, right? Like, that's part of the story? Where's Eddie Kingston going to go? I mean, this was like a meal ticket. You know what I mean?
You raised a piece of shit.
Hobbs won face of the Revolution match. He also won a face on the Evolution chart.
Oh.
Take a shit is good but would be more interesting if he actually took a shit in the ring. Best member of Jazz is Jake Hager's hat. A ref's cheat. Celtics won. Wings.
Hey, the Celtics won again. Nice. The Bruins and the Celtics. I mean, there must be something in the water at TD Garden right now. Let's see what Eddie Kingston said.
Here with Eddie Kingston, you asked for this time. We saw that it took at least 10 people to separate you and Ortiz during that ladder match. What exactly happened out there?
I quit AEW. Peace.
What? Seriously?
All right. I thought maybe that was like real or something for a second, and then the lady who just said seriously, and then okay.
Here with Eddie Kingston, you asked for this time. We saw that it took at least 10 people to separate you and Ortiz during that ladder match. What exactly happened out there?
I quit AEW. Peace.
What?
I quit AEW. I don't believe that. A guy who had to sell his kitchen room table a week before joining AEW, pretty much in my almost position, almost, but not really, but almost. You know, like, oh, I've got no money. I don't make any money wrestling. Fuck. I'm gonna have to sell everything I ever had and live homeless. Then all of a sudden he gets hired in AEW. Then he gets a contract. I mean, what, you know what I mean? How much money did he get paid? What's his contract? Like $70,000 to $150,000 for 1 or 2 years? Now you just be like, oh, I quit. Like, that wouldn't happen. Unless WWE was going to pay him. You think WWE is going to sign Eddie Kingston at this point? And by the way, he's better off in AEW with his promo, so this is some kind of angle, obviously. Unless he's really leaving. But I doubt that. Obviously, it worked. To me. So, you know, I just think that's... I don't know what the storyline is going to be that, oh, I quit. You know what I mean? I'm not sure what the story there is going to be. Like, I'm trying to figure it out. And yeah, he wouldn't have been on camera if he was really quitting. But yeah, I mean, it's really, it is weird, though. It's just weird. What the hell is that? Like, what the fuck is that going to lead to? Or did they just have, like, hey, go say you quit, so it's like, creates a little bit of a story. Even nobody believes that it's real, so it's like, you know what I mean? I don't even know. Maybe he's taking a break for a little bit, and he's going to show up and beat someone's ass, like, out of nowhere. He's taking a vacation. I don't know.
Shit bum.
Who cares?
Breaking news, Eddie Kingston just said he quits in a after-show interview plus.
Oh, look at that. Dude, what is going on? Every time I bring something up, the next donation is that topic. That's pretty fucking crazy. Magpul Mike is on the ball. Magpul Mike, thank you for dropping the $10. And much appreciated, man. Thank you. Or $5. $5 and becoming a $5 shit bum. Thank you for being a shit bum. Kingston going to the backyards. Eddie Kingston quit just to be ROH show tomorrow. Oh, that's right. Yeah, so he's probably going to Ring of Honor. Yeah, the show was a little better tonight.
Chat party.
That's got to be what it is.
Go see Cocaine Bear. Don't waste money on it.
Yep. But I got to watch AEW. It's part of my job to watch AEW. I've got to watch it. I mean, I do want to see Cocaine Bear as well, but I mean, I've got to watch AEW. First of all, I do want to see AEW. I want to see what happens, kind of. I'm a little bit uninterested in a lot of things right now, but I do want to kind of see it. Plus, it's my job. So...
You raised a piece of shit!
But I'll see Cocaine Bear, too.
You'd think Powerhouse Hobbs wouldn't have such donkey teeth when he works with dentists like Britt Baker. Think Big Bill has big hog? Only horse Adam Page rides is mechanical one that costs $25 outside
Jesus.
Kmart. Moxley's heaviest flow days are Wednesdays.
Oh my God, bro. Anyway, Christian cuts a promo. Paige is out
Shit
there.
bum.
It's so disappointing.
Did you know Matapan Owens free meet and greet?
Did you know Mattapan Mass Owens free meet and greet? What does that mean? Oh, there's a free meet and greet for Kevin Owens in Mattapan? Yeah, of course it's free in Mattapan because you get shot, bro. You want to go to Mattapan and meet Kevin Owens? Why are they doing it in Mattapan? What the fuck is wrong with them? Yeah, I'd love to go to Mattapan, with or without the bulletproof vest. You know what I mean? I'm just kidding. It's not that bad. You know, it's not Chicago bad. How about Lori Lightfoot? She's gone. Imagine that. Chicago was sick of the racist lady who didn't help them and got everybody sick and killed and demanded people take shots. Who would have thought that? Lori Limp Dick. But no, I don't know. Maybe I'll go to Mattapan. I'm just kidding. Cocaine Bear will be free in a few weeks on some streaming service. Yeah, I don't know if it's movie worthy, right? In the theater, maybe in a full theater, it'd be fun to see Cocaine Bear because everybody, might be cracking up and laughing and stuff like that, and that'd be kind of fun. Oh, it's a Cricket Wireless. They're always going to fucking Cricket Wireless. Unbelievable. We're finally free from Beetlejuice. Thank God. She was going to force you guys to get the vax. Remember that? Stay home or you get arrested. She's fucking crazy, bro. That chick was out of her mind. And now she's saying like, "Oh, it's racism. That's why I'm not elected. It's bigotry. Bigotry won." You were elected for like fucking a whole term. And you're a lesbian black lady. You fucking idiot. No, how about you just suck? How about you suck at your job? Did you ever think about that? Or maybe the people are sick of you because you suck. That's why. So when you get elected as a lesbian black lady, you're like, "Oh my God, I'm the first lesbian black lady." And then when you lose, you're like, "It's racism." Dude, fucking fall down a flight of stairs. Okay? Fall down a fucking flight of stairs. I feel bad for her, though. She took a lot of shit sometimes, but I don't because she's so shitty, like, to people or whatever, or to whatever the fuck. Mox bled again, technically. Technically, that promo was from last week, they said, but he bled again. He was on my screen again, bleeding. That's 7 weeks in a row, I think. I think he's on a 7-week streak. Is he on a 7-week streak? I don't know. I think he is. Not sure. Fucking Moxley bleeding every fucking week. There he is again. But you know what? You got to admit, it looked cool. Right? I mean, even though it's like, what the fuck again? I mean, it looked pretty cool. I mean, that blood was fucking... He couldn't even open his left eye. It was just great. Looked great. Oh, my God. I don't understand why you guys are so racist to each other. The Filipinos, AJ Adams, and Colonel, you're so racist to each other. I don't understand the hatred for you guys. I have never seen such fighting between a Filipino and a half-black man, a mixed race, and a Filipino. I mean, you guys absolutely butcher each other every week in the donations, and I don't get it. I mean, I kind of want to jump in on it a bit just to have fun and stir it up. But, did you hear? I'm not sure that's real, so I'm not going to mention that because I don't know if that's real. Soundwave92 with the $40, and Allison Tuckwab with the biggest donation of the night, $49.99. Thank you, Allison Tuckwab. You can tug at my heartstrings any day of the week. Let me tell you that. Look at that shot right there, man. Full on Murphy. Dude, you know what? John Moxley could be the next Terminator. He looks good there. He looks great. And we talked about it, Sammy Guevara, like I said earlier, that guy took a Falcon Arrow the wrong way. He almost fucking died, like it looked like. Several people could have died in that Sonic the Hedgehog match. You know what I mean? That shit was out of control weird. That shit was crazy. That match was fucking wildly fucking crazy. There were several things that I don't even remember now that I was like, God damn it. You know? By the way, on Paramount Plus, they're bringing back Frasier. Did you guys know this? Frasier is coming back to Paramount Plus. So if you missed Star Trek The Next Generation from the 80s and 90s, Star Trek Picard Season 3, it's here for you. The old crew's coming back, and it's pretty cool. Fucking Frasier is coming back to Paramount Plus. They got, like, everything is coming back. It's too bad Cheers isn't coming back. How long until that gets revived and probably destroyed, but how long until that, gets revived? They're waiting for it. Definitely got to check out some Star Trek Picard at 3 a.m. on the East Coast tonight if you're awake at 3 a.m. on Paramount Plus, or 12 midnight on the West Coast. I'm pumped, aren't you? Frasier. Fucking Frasier's coming back. What else are they bringing back? I feel like they're bringing back, like, everything. You know what sucks is Kirstie Alley. It's like they can't have her ever come back to anything. There's so many things they could have done with her. That just sucks, We just lost her. What was she, 70-something? Bruce Willis has, like, dementia. That's super sad. Tom Sizemore has, like, basically been fried by a brain aneurysm. I mean, that sucks. Tom Sizemore did great stuff. There's just so many people dropping right now in their 60s, 70s, and 80s. They brought back Night Court, which, I mean, to me, the Night Court thing was kind of like, it kind of reminds me of like when Full House came back. It's like, it's pretty good in a cutesy little way, but it's not like, it's nice, but it's not like, it's just not the original. But it's not like I don't know if it's, I don't think it's an abomination or anything like that, but I haven't really watched it that much. But you know what makes me feel old? Because you think about it like this. Like when sometimes when I'm talking about old shows that I used to watch when I was a kid that I really loved, a lot of those old shows were old shows. Like they weren't current shows. And you guys know this. A lot of the younger people out there and stuff. A lot of times you find older shows because your parents watch older stuff or whatever the case is may be. But I feel like we do that less than we ever did before because everyone's got their own device in their rooms and stuff like that, and the kids watch something on their tablets. So they're not watching as much TV together with you as they used to. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'll put on Star Trek, and my kid, like, one of my kids will be like, I'm going to go watch something on my tablet. You know what I mean? It's like, and so the only way you can get them to watch stuff with you is literally to force them to watch it with you. But when we were kids, it's like, that was one thing that is definitely different. You know, if your parents were like, oh, we're putting on the TV and that's it. You know, your kid, you would just lay there with your parents and watch whatever it was they were watching because was the only option. You couldn't lay there in bed with a phone in your hand or lay there in bed with a tablet or lay in your bed with a tablet. And maybe you had a TV set in your room, but usually not under the age of like 8 or 10 did you have a TV set in your room usually. And, you know, if you did, maybe it only had a few channels, but you still wanted to lay with your parents. Do you know what I'm saying, though? Like, it's weird. So kids don't really seemingly, I don't think, get that as much. You know what I mean? I mean, maybe I'm wrong with that, but I just feel like kids don't get that as much. My fucking sock was on so fucking tight, dude. My fucking leg looks ridiculous. I just pulled my sock off.
You raised a piece of shit!
Jesus.
Lights go out way too much, Inu. Tony Khan should pay the light bill. Eddie Kingston looks like he ate Eddie Gilbert.
Ooh.
Lori Lightfoot, what big eyes you have. Friday would have been my 7th wedding anniversary, now it's just day for Creed 3. Filipino Fight Club.
What happened? You guys get the divorce going? What happened? Filipino Fight 3? What the fuck? Wonder if they bring back Hogan's show. With who? Let me give my quick rundown predictions. I'm going to give you my quick predictions of AEW. All right. Let's go. Here we go. I'm going to give you my rapid fire because it's getting late. I'll give you my rapid fire AEW predictions. Here they come. AEW Tag Team Championship, the Guns, who are the champions, now the champions, versus the Acclaimed, versus Jay Lethal, versus Orange Cassidy. Well, AEW Tag Team Champions, the Guns, versus the Acclaimed, versus Jay Lethal, versus Orange Cassidy and Danhausen. What? I don't get it. Jay Lethal's in the match with himself? Who's with Jay Lethal? What the fuck? Why does it say that? Am I crazy? What the what is that about? Chris Jericho versus Ricky Starks. I'm going with, man, I'm actually going to give it to, I can't believe this. I'm going to give it to Ricky Starks. They beat the shit out of him tonight and did all that stuff to him. They need to help him. I think Ricky Starks is going to beat Jericho at Revolution. AEW TNT Championship, Samoa Joe versus Wardlow. I think this is going to be where Wardlow wins and finally does something. But I just think it's too little too late for Wardlow. And I think that it won't mean too much because it's just too late. He is cooled down beyond where he should be. And if I was in charge, I would keep it on Samoa Joe and actually hold Wardlow down even more because he's already fucked right now at this point, in my opinion. He's tainted. He's ruined. At least for right now. He could get better and fix things, but right now, he's been knocked down to almost nothingness again. So I would just keep it on Samoa Joe now and try to fix Wardlow. Even though it's your own fault, you fucking ruined him. Christian Cage versus Jungle Boy. I think Jungle Boy needs to just get his revenge here finally and move on and just fuck this feud already after all this time. So please, Jungle Boy, win and then stop this fucking feud from ever happening again. AEW Women's Championship, Jamie Hayter versus Saraya versus Ruby Soho. Ruby Soho has been whatever. Saraya sucks at this point. AEW Tag Team Champion Jamie Hayter needs to keep that belt at this point because neither of the other two should be champion right now. So Jamie Hayter, just keep that belt. AEW Trios Championship match, the Elite versus House of Black. I think the Elite will retain here. And after what happened tonight, they obviously will retain and be the champions. Texas Death Match, Jon Moxley versus Hangman Page. I can't believe it. I am going with Jon Moxley because I won't even believe it. If Hangman Page wins, I won't even believe he won. So he's just not even believable to me at this point. Hangman Page. That's how shitty he's booked, how shitty he is. And I know that he's another one you want to put over or whatever, but just, you know what? And Moxley could end up like bleeding to passing out from blood or something, which I'm sure could be what happens. But you know what? I'm just going with Moxley because I just don't believe Hangman Page. I don't believe Hangman Page could beat me up. So I'm going with Jon Moxley. AEW Championship match, 60-man Iron Man match. I think this will, I think we could possibly get potentially a couple of falls between these two guys. And then in the end, I feel like in the last minute, MJF will win by cheating somehow. Whether it's a fireball, a kick to the balls, a ring to the eye, I don't know what the hell will happen. But after 60 minutes of an Iron Man match, I think he will win. And then I think that MJF will retain, shock everybody, and remain the AEW World Heavyweight Champion. And then after cheating, or whatever, I think CM Punk will return and hop in the ring and stare him down. And CM Punk is back. And CM Punk is back. And he's in MJF's face. My God, he's back. And he wants his belt that he never really lost. Oh, my God. No, I don't think that's going to happen really, but that's what you would do. If CM Punk was figured out by now, that's what you would do. But yeah, probably it will either be somebody else or the show will just end with MJF winning. And that's about it. Summer of Punk, try number 3. They tried once, didn't work. They tried again, it didn't work. Will this time work? I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure. But boy, man, the women's, AEW, man, the interest level is low. I will say that, guys. The interest level is low. That's not good, and it is low. I could repeat it a million times over, but the interest level is low. I give tonight's AEW Dynamite, I'm going to match Soundwave and drop a 6 out of 10. 6 out of 10 for AEW Dynamite tonight. And that's it, man. I got a podcast coming early in the morning for you guys who are patrons. Check that out in audio form. Download it on your phones on patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show. Please click the like button if you can, because that really helps out the show. We'll see you, man, Friday, Saturday. It's a big weekend this weekend. Are you serious? What are we going to do this weekend? It's going to be nuts. If you really want to support what I do and you want to listen to my podcast that's coming out in the morning, patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show, $5, $15, or $25. You can do $1, $2, but we prefer $5, $15, or $25. So on patreon.com/, I'm gonna drop the song on you one more time. I'm out of here. You're the best, and I love to swallow. Shout out to Allison Tuckwab for dropping the $49.99. 6 out of 10 from me tonight, and we'll see what happens. I'm worried about this show. It's one of the more lackluster feelings I've had going into a pay-per-view for AEW. Probably there's only been three or four of them that I'm like, Most of them are usually really exciting. This feels like I'm going in almost like on a WWE pay-per-view where I'm like, all right, I didn't really like the build to any of this, but pay-per-view could be good, and AEW has done that in the past. So if you love tonight's show, that's great. I still give it a thumbs up, 6 out of 10 thumbs up for me. Drop your rating in the chat right now if you can. Last minute to drop a dono if you want to. It's there. It's available. Thank you, Thomas. What's up? Shout out to Arush and Chu. Just became a patron again. Thank you to Arush and Chu for going deep and hard on patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show. Aru, thank you, bro. Thank you very much. We need all the patrons to jump back on there. Aru in the $5 spot. Thank you, Aru. Please jump on Patreon if you guys can support the show. Thank you. See you tomorrow. Joe Cronin Show, whether it's on the app on your phone or your computer or whatever. Over 2,000 hours of bonus content, controversial content you never heard on YouTube, like the Corrupted Podcast, my morning podcast, my podcast with my wife, my podcast with Jake and JB and everybody else over the years. There's hundreds of different shows on patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show. And all we need is 5, 15, or 25. 5, 15, or 25. All we need is 5, 15, or 25 to help us stay alive. 5, 15, or 25. 5, 15, or 25. All I need is 5, 15, or 25. Help me stay alive. 5, 15, or 25. 5, 15, or 25. 5, 15, or 25. Help me stay alive. 5, 15, or 25. 5, 15, or 25. 5, 15, or 25. Keep the show alive. 5, 15, or 25. All I need is 5, 15, or 25. All I need is 5, 15, or 25. Help
What's up? This is the great Khalid. I want to say let you know. This is the great Khalid. What's up? Don't eat junk food. I can help you, poopy. I can help you, poo-poo. I can help you, poopy. What's up? This is the great Khalid. Don't eat. I can help you, poopy. This is the great Khalid. Why you grab your own poopy? Poopy. Poopy. Poo-poo. Poopy. Poo-poo. What's up? What's up? This is the great Khalid. I want to say let you know. This is the great Khalid. What's up? Don't eat junk food. I can help you, poopy. I can help you, poo-poo. I can help you, poopy. What's up? This is the great Khalid. Don't eat. I can help you, poopy. This is the great Khalid. Why you grab your own poopy? Poopy. Poopy. Poo-poo. Poopy. Poo-poo. What's up? What's up? This is the great Khalid.
We could be fire, we could be flame. It's such a shame. We could be fire, we could be flame. But it's such a shame. We could be fire, we could be flame. It's such a shame. We could be fire. It's such a shame.
Those channels will renew a contract after it ends.
Allison, I think they will. I think that AEW will get a deal somewhere, but ROH will not. Thank you, Allison, for the bonus dono at the end. So yeah, I think they will get their stuff renewed. They already did, actually, so.
We could be
Hi, I'm Tommy NC 2010, and this is a rant. If you make a plan with somebody, say you can't make it. Don't leave them hanging and wonder if you're just not gonna show up. Just text them. It doesn't take that much. And say, no, I'm not coming. Okay? So if you make plans with someone, tell them you are not coming. Don't let them hang. Okay? It's one of the most rude. Okay? It's one of the most rude. Hang. Them hang. Make them hang. Make them hang. Make them hang. Coming. Don't let them hang. Coming. Don't let them hang. Don't let them hang! Okay? It's one of the most rude and hurtful things.
Don't hang them? What?
People's feelings can get hurt. Okay? So do me a favor. If you make plans with someone, confirm with them and let them know that you're going to be there. Okay? So do me this favor. If you make plans with someone...
Are you going to say it like... Are you going to say it for the 7th time in a row?
Let that person know that you're on your way. Or just let them know, hey, I'm flaky. I don't want to hang out with you tonight. Or I have other plans that has nothing to do with you. And I'm just doing other things. Or I'm extremely busy and I just can't come see you. Just say that. That doesn't take that long. Okay? So if you have responsibilities to other people to come see a person, let them know that you can't make it. That's me, Tommy, venting, okay? I don't know how I'm going to tell this video. If you can't make it, just say no. Okay? So, I wanted to vent about this. Maybe I might put this on my YouTube channel or maybe my TikTok. Make plans with someone. Tell them you are not coming. Not coming. Not coming. Don't let them hang. Let them hang. Don't 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 let them hang. Okay? But here's the thing. Make it. It's not that hard. It's not that hard to say, hey, I can't make it. It's not worth my time to come see you. Hey, I'm with a girl right now. Hey, I'm with my family right now. Not gonna come see you tonight. Not that hard. Not that hard, folks.
Is this kind of like when I harassed someone to be with me who was at the hospital with their father or whatever? I don't know. Anyway, good night, everybody. It's an oldie but a goodie. It's an oldie but a goodie. It's an oldie but a goodie. What has Scott become?
What have I become?
All right, good night, everybody. See you. Allison, thank you. Kisses.